Y'all, I woke up this morning with 3 cancellations from my personal training clients. And instead of getting all up in my head about like, oh my God, what the actual heck is going on? I'm like, you know what? This is a sign from the universe that it is a day for me to have a me day. And these are my favorite type of days. I haven't done a true me day in so long. So I'm going to take you guys on my me day and explain bits and pieces of why I'm doing what I'm doing and mindsets behind why days like this are just so important. So first thing up, deep tissue massage. That was so needed, you guys. Okay, so I do days like this. I try to make it like a once a month occurrence. A me day, a yes day, I've called it both. But essentially, it is a 3 full day where you just listen to the heart tugs. You listen to your intuition, and in that moment, you listen to what you feel like doing. No excuses, no second guessing, just what you feel like doing. I woke up this morning at like 4 a.m. for my morning clients, and like during the night while I was sleeping, one of my clients had texted that she was canceling my first session. So then I postponed my alarm a little bit. I was like, okay, let me give myself a little bit of sleep. So my heart was already telling like, give myself what I'm feeling right now, get that extra sleep, because typically even with a cancellation I would still get up at 4 and do my morning routine, and I had 2 more clients. Well, then I snoozed my alarm or put it for like another hour and woke up at 5, and in that hour I had gotten 2 other texts from clients saying that they were no-go on today's sessions. Usually with last minute cancellations like that, I'm like frustrated, annoying, and not usually like acceptable, but I was literally like, oh my God, yes. So I continued to sleep, and then I ended up just waking up on my own at around 6:30. That's when I decided it's a me day. It's gotta be a me day. So I got up, I cold plunged, I did my handstand work. At about 7, I decided to book a 9 a.m. deep tissue. So I just got out of that, and now, like I said, I'm taking you guys on the rest of my day because in the moment, I'm just gonna feel like doing random things. I kind of have a little bit of an outline in my head of like things that might feel nice today. Getting a bottle of alcohol-free wine, bringing that to like a park, being out in the sunshine, bringing my book, a blanket, maybe a really long walk. I just got my nails done the other day, so that's not on the agenda. But right now, in this moment, post-massage, I am feeling like taking myself on a breakfast date. So I'm looking up breakfast near me, and we are gonna go get breakfast because I don't remember the last time somebody made breakfast for me. It's been a sec. So we are taking ourselves out. On the agenda, of course, is always good tunes. This song just released today. Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. We're right there all alone. Lose my mind. Right there all alone. Okay, breakfast date was awesome. And now I'm tired. But I know that a nap is something I can do on any given day, not just a me day. So I'm gonna get my rollerblades. It's a beautiful day outside. Get my rollerblades, and we're gonna go rollerblade with Gibbs. And we, as in me, myself, and I, by the way. Nobody else joining on this me day. And grab a blanket, a book, go like lay out in the park. All right, let's do it. You going rollerblading, bud? Gosh, the things that bring me joy are things that used to bring me joy when I was little. And it took sobriety to honestly reconnect with this side of myself where if I had done a me day a year and a half ago, probably would have looked like some form of fuck it, let's get drunk, which I was doing a lot of. So I guess I had a lot of me days, but were those days actually serving me? No. They were getting me into deeper depression, anxiety, feeling stuck in life, lack of movement, spending money, spending time around people that weren't aligned with me. And oh God, it's just so wild to see interests change and evolve when your habits change and evolve. It is beautiful. Hey, bud, come here. Come here. Okay, one very important part of me days is that there is no schedule. Like, there is no schedule of events, no rush to get on to the next thing, or no need to stay on something that you're like, oh, I just had the urge to do this other thing. Like, I'm laying here reading. I literally just set up my blanket, but then I was thinking, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get like terrible tan lines because it's just like really, really sunny. And then I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I have a pool, so I'm like, I could go play mermaid in my pool. So I'm not even a chapter deep into my book, and I'm thinking I'm gonna pack it up. I did rollerblade for like 45 to 60 minutes, like an hour of rollerblading. That was super fun. But I've only been laying here for like 15 minutes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pack it up, go put on a swimsuit in my backyard and play some mermaid, lay out and read there. And this is the thing that I learn every time I do me days is like, okay, do it. You know, it's the same thing on life. It's like when you feel the urge to like, oh, like I want to scratch this itch, like the freedom to do it and to remind yourself and allow yourself the awareness that life is gonna keep going. Like it's okay. And it's actually so beautiful when you learn to trust yourself in those ways, you know? So I think that's one of the things, the mentalities that's allowed me to live like a really free, open-minded life is that I've built that confidence and built that trust in myself that, you know, when the time is right to pack it up, I pack it up, you know, but when the time is to stay, even if it is uncomfy, I'm like, no, I think I do feel like I need to stay here, even though my inclination is to leave. You know, there's a difference, but you only understand the difference if you experiment and you do both with the little things in life. Oh, gosh, so many beautiful life lessons with doing a me day. Up next in this lovely me day is walking to hot yoga. It's about a mile and a half, but it's so nice. And I've been doing hot yoga on Fridays every other week, and I was just sitting on my couch, honestly, post swim and layout, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel like I want to go to the gym. I don't want to lift, but I want to move my body. I want to sweat. It feels so good to want to do that and choose it. So hopped on ClassPass, and one of my favorite 90-minute hot yoga classes starts perfect timing. So walk in there now. Just feel good. It feels good to choose good. Oh my God. I just got out of hot yoga, and like you can see I'm soaked. I did hop in the shower afterward, but on these me days, these yes days, every time I do one of these, something wild happens, and it's just so validating for me to know that like my gut knows what I need to do. Typically, and here's what just happened, typically I wouldn't do hot yoga and a deep tissue on the same day. I usually alternate weekends, like Fridays. And this morning I got my deep tissue. So typically I wouldn't also do a hot yoga tonight, but I was feeling like it, so I did it. And when I tell you guys, I had the most emotional flow today in that studio, like just broke down. And I lost it. But that release feels so good. Oh my God. So I know I needed that. But the reason I share this with you guys is because like every time I do one of these me days, something happens. I have the urge to reach out to somebody. I have the thought to sign up for a class. I have the urge to go to a specific coffee shop. And in following those urges, it reinforces why we have intuition in the first place. So if you're somebody, you're like, I don't have heart tugs. I bet you do. I bet you're just ignoring them. And you've gotten so in the habit of that you think they're just not there. But in fact, they're there. You've just literally gotten so in habit of hearing a thought and just be like, not possible. That coffee shop's on the whole other side of town. That doesn't make sense. No. They would think that's weird. No. And you stop listening. So these days are so beautiful in so many different ways. And it's just like, it's really cool to have that moment that I know that I needed, that emotional moment. So now to walk the mile and a half home. Okay, recap from my me day. It is Saturday morning, and I did my me day yesterday. And gosh, how I needed that day. If you guys aren't taking days like this and scheduling days like this, I would say like once a month, I would encourage you to do exactly that. And the rules here are that you have to do what the heart tugs tell you in that moment. It can be as small as, I feel like stepping out into the sun right now, or I feel like that conversation with that person is really on my heart. I want to say something. Follow the heart tugs. It can be adventurous. It can be, I want to go rollerblade. That's what I did, right? Your me day is going to look very different than mine because we are different. But the more you do things like this, the more you're going to recognize and be aware of those heart tugs. And when I say heart tugs, it's really your intuition. It's your gut instinct. It's the voice inside you that you might be dulling, muting, or numbing. And becoming more acquainted with this voice, your intuition, is going to allow you to move through life like in a place of so much self-trust and self-love. And connecting to a video I did a few weeks ago, it's not dependent on where you end up. It's not dependent on the result. It's just the habit of listening to yourself, the habit of knowing, okay, I have these thoughts in me and I can act on them, and the world will keep spinning and good things will come to me. I ended up sleeping. I got home from my hot yoga class. I walked there and back, so it ended up being like 3.5 miles of walking. And I got home, I cooked myself a nice dinner. Earlier in the day, I thought that I was gonna wanna go get froyo, and I didn't do that. In that moment, I was feeling just like at peace, wanting to nourish my body, wanting to get good sleep. So I put on a show, didn't even finish the first episode, and ended up going to sleep and sleeping for 10 hours. Woke up this morning feeling ready to put my best foot forward and show up my best. And it's so confidence inducing. So I encourage you guys, try this out, have a me day, have a yes day, and just go for it. I'm so excited to hear the type of days you guys have and the experiences you have and the confidence that you start to build in yourself. And if this is in line with the way you want to start showing up in the world, I want to just also remind you guys, the link below is going to take you to a group that I'm calling Let's Get Iconic. It's all about building that self-love, developing the habits and the behaviors and the traits that you want to really lean into, giving you the framework and the structure and the community around doing that work. So the link is below. If you join in the month of May, it is going to be for free. Eventually, it'll be maybe like $1 to $6 membership per month, but there's going to be more put in that group in terms of courses and work and community calls, live calls, coaching with me. So you get access to all of that, and I can't wait to see you guys in there. If you take up this challenge, I want to hear about it, so let me know. Tag me on Instagram. Show me what you're doing on your me day. I want to hear all about it.